This CD called Afrolution is a CD that brings together some of Africa's top African hip-hop artists, and we've managed to bring artists from far afield as Senegal all the way to South Africa. So we've combined Anglophone and Francophone countries.
It's a combination, as Dennis says, of young up-and-coming African hip-hop artists who are at the sort of forefront in their countries.
Yeah.
Some of them have just started out and happen to get a track to it.
But some of them have been at it for a long time.
Yeah, most hip-hop cats, especially in the world, especially in Africa, have been at it since they were little kids, man. So it's a long journey.
I think the timing was right. The timing was perfect. Right now, a lot of attention is on African music. People are looking to find out a new flavor of African music, the new generation of African music, and I think it's the right time to showcase to the world.
Yeah, I think the African hip hop industry has really struggled to find its feet for a long time, mainly through a sense of struggling to find an identity through hip hop, which is starting to happen. So as the scene grows, we're in a position where we've got a lot of experience and we've been in the industry, in the music industry, a long time, and in a fortunate position where we can take on a project like this. So it's something we'd have done in high school, I guess, if we'd have been in a position, but this is almost something that has just been waiting in the wings for many years. Well, obviously there are business challenges and logistical challenges of getting tracks from all over different countries, having to get on the phone to different countries, dealing with different languages, different cultures, and you've got those sort of preconceived ideas about what record labels are like, and everyone's scrutinizing what you're doing. So you've got to kind of work through that, which can be quite time consuming.
Yeah. And also, I think for me, one of the biggest challenges was the creative challenge, of adequately representing African hip hop. It's hard. It's so hard because Africa is so diverse. The music, the culture, it is so diverse. So I mean, it's a process that does take a long time.
A lot of Westerners always see Africans and Africa as this one country almost, and don't realize that the depth of multiculturalism and the dynamics of social society are so vastly different. And so to pick out different tracks from those areas that hopefully represent what's going on there is very difficult.
And also not to be pigeonholed into the world music sort of genre, which all African music gets put into, and to maintain that balance.
There's this kind of Western view that African music has to fit into world music. It's a very sort of sort of a white elitist view that it needs to fit into this box. And we're breaking that box because we're not just about bongo drums and choral choirs. We're young cats who grew up on lots of international sound.
We grew up with everything. We grew up listening to American music,
drum and bass,
everything.
Everything.
So this, I mean, it really is. I think we've pinpointed it very well on this. The DVD for me is very exciting. Because we've showcasing music videos from the artists themselves, as well as interviews with prolific people in Western societies, and getting their view on African hip hop and what they think about the whole scene.
And it helps us learn about ourselves and how we're viewed and perceived by international people, which is important because at the end of the day, if you want to make it happen, you have to understand the strategy of the music industry and understand culture.
And have to take it out to the world.
Which is not easy.
Not just exist in a
bubble.
So that's
so the DVD basically is also to give visual insight into the African world, and it's one thing to hear the music, it's another thing to actually look at the videos and look at the interviews and get perspectives and visuals, and it kind of brings the whole thing to life. So that's what it's about. I'm Trenton from Afrolution.
And I'm Dennis from Afrolution.
We hope you enjoy the DVD, and thanks for supporting what we're doing. keep African hip hop alive.
Africa's time is now.
Peace.